Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again. So I saw a comment and the guy asked, why is it whenever he releases that people start to treat him different? They start to disrespect him, start to talk to him crazy. You know what I'm saying? Why does that happen? So before we get into that, I want you to realize that this whole realm runs off of energy. Okay? The sun, you see that sunrise every morning. It's giving us energy. It gives all life on this realm energy and information to sustain life. You eat food, you drink water, you breathe air. Why? So your cells can take that and process it and transform it into energy. We use money. Why do we use money? Money is currency. It keeps the world going, right? It's the flow of energy. You pay electric bill, right? Everything runs off of energy. You conversating with people, you being around people, doing things for them. They doing things for you. You exchanging information. You're exchanging energy. The reason why people treat you differently when you hold on and when you release is because it's a difference in your aura. When you holding on for long periods of time, your aura gets stronger. Understand, if you put us under a microscope, right, we won't look like this. This is just how we look in light, our reflection. But on a molecular level, we are atoms, right? So we're not fully dense. So you have space in between you. So what happens is when you release, your cells are charged up. When you release, you lose some of that charge, some of that electricity. And so all the other energy and molecules around you, they sense that. Oh, your shields are down. Now we can penetrate. So people will do things unconsciously towards you based off of how you're vibrating. Remember, you're just a vibration of atoms moving. All of us are. So when your energy's high, when you're holding on, you're vibrating. Your energy's moving. Your molecules are moving really fast around you. And then it's sending out a ripple. It's sending out radiation and heat around you. So other molecules feel that and it protects you because they're not going to come towards that heat. They're not going to be able to penetrate that energy. When you release, right, the vibration drops. It gets slower. Now your molecules are moving a little bit slower. So now you're vulnerable. You have a weak spot. You have an opening for other energy to come penetrate you. So this is why people will try to talk to you crazy. They'll try to, push over or get over on you. Right? For example, I was in the gym. It was a few years back. I had just got some cheeks, right? The next day I went to the gym and I could tell the difference in how some of the people there treated me as opposed to when I was still holding on. They were more aggressive, more disrespectful. I think I was trying to use the bench press or something like that. I was doing something and, one of the guys was like, "Are you using this?" And he said it really aggressive, and I was like, I see this guy all the time. Why is he talking to me like this? But it was because of my energy drop. See, this is why athletes, they hold on to their energy. When I tell you guys, when you hold on, it boosts your spirit. So your energy is more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? You can intimidate people just by your energy and your aura alone. And that's what happens. I noticed also too, when I used to release, that I would get sick. Like right afterwards, I would get a cold or a sore throat or something. And I always used to wonder why. Why do I get sick? It's because you're vulnerable. Understand, there's things around you in this space. This is not empty space. There's all type of living organisms and entities around you, but they can't get past your aura field. When you release, you weaken your aura field. Now you got, this bacteria or this life form, they attack. They sitting there waiting for you to slip up. You know what I'm saying? You got to protect yourself at all times, and you got to be aware of this. This actually boosts your immune system because the way you vibrating is very important because it's going to protect you from certain things. It's just certain things that can't even come near you because you're moving too fast. Your atoms and your molecules are moving way too fast. It's too energetic for them to handle that. So y'all got to be very mindful. That's why I say this puts you in survival mode because you understand what you have and what it's doing for you. This also makes your nervous system stronger and more responsive. So things that do try to come at you, your nervous system is going to catch it, right? And it's going to protect you from it. You're going to respond to it. When you release, you're not that sharp. You know how you feel when you relapse. Brain fog, you feel tired, you feel drained, no motivation. That feeling is tied to what's going on inside of you. You're not just feeling that way for no reason. You're tired because you're vulnerable at that point. You're weak. You just lost a lot of nutrients from all places in your body. Your brain, your organs, your bones, your blood. All that just went out. You shot all that out. So in that moment, you got to rebuild. Your body shut down. It's shutting down the shop. This is why so many kingdoms have failed. But what I'm saying is a lot of men have been exploited for them not having control over their lower nature. A lot of men have been set up, robbed or whatever. Kingdoms have failed. Kings have lost their kingdoms, everything, because they didn't have control over their lower nature. Right? If you look at pimps, pimps, they profit off of men not being able to control themselves. That's how they make their money. Of course, you have the women that's, doing the act, but the pimp is pulling the strings. And he relies on the men that don't have control over their lower nature to bring that money in, right? See, that's what I'm saying. When you don't have control of yourself, it makes you vulnerable to everything, man. People can use you. So, fellas, we take on this journey not only for the benefits, but we take on this journey for ourselves. So you don't have nobody can exploit you. You're trying to get rid of your weaknesses. You're becoming stronger. You're learning who you are. That's what it's about, And it all depends on, too, how long you've been holding on. If you ain't been doing this journey that long and you release, you're going to be very weak because you're not used to it. And it also depends on how long you've been on this journey. If you just started this journey, if you haven't been 90 days, then when you release, you're going to be a little weak because you haven't been doing it that long. So your body has to repair. But if you've been doing this for years and you release once, you might not really feel the energy drop as much because you have so much built up in your savings, right? Because your body stores this. It stores your seed. And you don't lose everything when you release. See, before you was on your journey, releasing didn't affect you as much. People didn't treat you different. You didn't really feel an energy difference because you didn't know. That part of your mind wasn't unlocked yet. You haven't experienced that yet. So you didn't know no difference. But as soon as you took on this journey, you felt the difference between then and now, right? See, when you don't know something, the Most High puts a protection over you, a cover over you, because you don't know. So you get extra protection until you come into that information, until you know right from wrong. Then when you know right from wrong, that's when that extra cover gets taken off. So now when you make a mistake, since you know, it's going to affect you more. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why now that you know about retention, and when you do slip up and lose your energy, you're going to feel it more because now it's in the back of your mind. You're conscious of what's going on. You know how this affects you now. So you're going to feel the effects more deeply. This is why I say once you wake up, you can't go back to sleep. You can't go back to sleep once you wake up. Once you start to unlock different parts of yourself, it's always going to be in the back of your mind reminding you, okay, this is not the way, or okay, this is the way you should go. So you got to always make sure you're on point. You really got to make sure you're on point. You're going to make mistakes. That's a part of the journey. But just know what you're doing, know what it's doing for you. People going to try to take advantage of you. And that's why survival mode, you got to activate that protection over yourself by respecting yourself, holding on to this energy. Because there's people out there that want to take it, and there's people out there that want to drain it. They want you to release it. There's energies and entities out there that don't want to see you lit up like a light bulb. This energy is worth more than what you think it is and what you've been taught it is. So for the guy that asked this question, this is why people treat you differently, man, because they feel your aura drop, right? And it might not be conscious, but they feel weakness in you. They can tell that your vibration isn't where it was at before. So they're gonna try you, right? And it might not be intentional, but you gotta understand a lot of people out here, man, are just moving off of instinct, and they're not even in control of themselves. A lot of people get body snatched and are being controlled by other entities. So you might have other entities that might feel your energy drop, and they'll take over somebody else to try to come at you, kind of like Agent Smith in the Matrix. All right. So this should be motivation for you, man. Survival mode is key. It's about your survival first. So try your best, I'm not telling you to be perfect, but just try your best to, pay attention to your energy, how you feel. Pay attention to the people around you. Pay attention to what's going on when you release and when you hold on, so that you can come to your own conclusion of what's good for you. Okay? Like I said, I'm not here to tell you guys to do this forever, or I'm not here to tell you guys not to do it. I'm just here to give you perspective. And then you choose what's best for your life, So, Retain Gang, this your boy Tay. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all have a beautiful day, and I'm out.